Hello everyone, welcome to my channel ASP.NET Core, and today I'm going to teach you how to do programming in ASP.NET Core with Dapper. And here we have a one-to-many mapping example right here in the database table. So here we have a department table, and in the department table just I'm going to retrieve the design of the department table first. That is, a department have multiple employees, so one to many mapping between the department and the employee. So here we have a department, so it is here we have a id as a primary key, you can say. So just click on it, the id parameter. Then you can see here we have, so then you can see that here we have identity specification that is automatically incremented by 1. So here we have a department, and similarly here we have an employee, like that. So just add a design the employee, and in which also id is a primary key and the department id is also a foreign key. And for the employee you can say that for in the employee and references of the table, that is the department. You got it? So here you can say that just when we select this department ID, so the data type is integer, allow null, yes. Allow null is supportable, but the uniqueness is carrying. Okay, so not unique, it's a foreign key. So just I'm going to do the same thing in the ASP.NET Core using Visual Studio. So just create a service in the repository. So here we have a I person repository, like that. Get person by id. So these are the person related repository, and just I'm going to add the next one repository, that is I department repository. So here we have a new item, I department repository.cs, and here we have just 5 CRUD methods, like that. So basically related to the department. So here we have a enumerable type of department, get department by id, like that. But department model is not right there, so just add a new department model. Just right click on the models folder and add a new item, and that is department.cs. And in the department we have to just add prop integer id and the name, that is string name. So just save this, and you can see that here we have a I department repository right there. Okay, so after that, after successfully transaction, so here we have a connection string in the app settings.session file with the same database, that is this. And you know that Dapper connection is already prepared in the program.cs file, like that. Here we have a idb connection, like that. Okay, so in the service, that is I department repo, so just create a new repository implementation, that is department repo. So new file, there is department repo.cs, and in the department repo.cs just implement with I department repo, and just control dot implement interface. And here we have a this OLR. And in this video just I'm going to add idb connection, private idb connection, that is context, and you can say that it is a connection object. Okay, that is pretty good. So just add system.data, and just now after that you can just add a constructor right there. Okay, so first of all just use delete a department. So make it first of all any stored procedure right there. After that you can just call con dot execute, And you know that the delete department interface right there, delete department, that is the procedure name, and the parameter, you can say that. So first of all, add, yeah, here we have the parameters name. So you know that how's the work in the I department repo. So just we can just call that is the parameter name. So dynamic parameters, that's fine. And the next one is the store procedure type. So that is the command type dot store procedure. So what is the command type? That is the command type dot store procedure. So here we have a command type. So that is the command type. You can take see command type equals to command type dot store procedure. So there is a name in which you can take it parameter right there. So here we have insert parameters also. On just we can add dynamic parameters like that parameters, and also here we have a update parameters like that, and just also add the department insert ID and department. So there is the stored procedure name. So string uh, procedure name you can take. Similarly, here we have string procedure name. There is dynamic parameters, and the command types is also the stored parameters. So just add it here. Everything is fine. And if you want to delete this delete the id parameter, you know that get parameter by id. So parameter is also there, and get departments. So here we have also the string procedure name. Dynamic parameters is not there in the this, so just make it null here by default. So yes, you can say here, and that is the part of the null. That is not you can say that it's a dynamic parameters. So just you can use dynamic parameters is null. Okay, so here we have a dynamic parameters is null right there, so there is no need. Okay, so what is the command type? Equals to command type dot store procedure, and what is wrong there is expected. Okay, so okay, it's good. Now there is no need of the same method right there. So here we have, and then delete parameter also. Here we have the stored procedure name. Uh, the parameters name is actually just pass it here. So there is no need. Again, stored procedure name, dynamic parameters, command type, and command type dot stored procedure. That is the same thing right there. So also here we have, there is nothing. So every part of this have a the same parameters. So that is the type of things, and department repo, and just that every control is rebind. So need to rebind. So just control dot and implement interface like that. Okay, now after creating your repository for your one-to-many mapping, so here we have the delete department, get department by ID, get department, and like that. So just open SQL Server Management Studio, and just create a new query for creating, deleting, and etc. So just create a new procedure. So just create So create procedure, procedure name is delete department, and now you can say uh, for the id property is necessary, so just id int as begin, and delete from that is the department. So it's not a master table, is it's a student, that is student, this is the table, and you can just department, that is the table name. You can say it's here we have the table name, that is department. So the table name is department, where id is at the rate of id, and you can say that just convert it into the id. So after that we can just call end. Okay, so here we have just simple department, delete department, so just create it, and you can say that it's a created. Okay, so just you can say that it's a create procedure, procedure name, so just make it that is comment first and create the new one, and scroll down. Okay, and just create it, just copy and paste, and just I want to know that just I want to add create procedure, insert a department, and know that id, and the id is automatically incremented, you know that. So there is only name, just I want to require it, so parameter name is name, and that is the n variable type character, that is maximum size is 50. Okay, as begin, and the parameter that is insert into table name is department. Okay, and the column name is name, and values, and the values is like that, name. Okay, so here we have just call insert into department, and that is the column name name, and values is at the rate of name. So here we have that is the create procedure insert department, so just click to execute and command is successfully executed. So here we have also make it as a command, and insert that delete and update is necessary, so just create procedure, procedure name, so again that's call, and just make it uncomment and update the department like that, update department, and update department is variable type character, and id is mentioned right there. So here we have name and 50 as begin, update table name, that is department, and set, that is the values, that is set operator, and the name is at the rate of name, where id is at the rate of id, and end, that is the parameter name is end. Okay, so here we have a n variable type character, and just make it comma, everything is fine. Now just execute it. So command successfully executed, and make it comment right there. So get all, here we have a comment, so control V, and just uncomment create procedure, that is get departments, get departments. So there is a no anyone parameter right there as begin, and there is select start from departments, that is department right there, and end. So just click to execute, command successfully executed, and make it comment right there, and Next one is uh, get a department by ID. Just you can say that. So make it get department by ID. Get department, only get department. So here we can use integer ID, and parameter name is integer, and there is no need. Select start from department where ID is at the rate of ID. Okay, got it. So that is the very pretty cool. Your department, everything is fine. Now you can say, okay, so everything is fine. Now make it comment and save the query on your new window, and you can say that its query is one too many department. That's fine. Now just I want to get the employees also. So okay, now just after that we will create a new uh, procedure for your student. So delete student, that is the you can say that is the delete student right there. So delete student, integer ID, that is begin delete from department, that is the delete from employee. Okay, so delete employee where ID is this ID, and add, just make it right there. So here we have ID, it's a type of integer, and delete student, delete okay, so everything is fine. Now you can say that employee is what, and the column is what, ID is the parameter name, ID is this, but here we have an error. What's going on? There is already an object named delete student. Okay, delete employee, just I want to take it here, delete employee. Okay, so everything is fine, just create it, command successfully created. So just stop this, and just I want to and the next one is insert a department. So make it here insert employee, and here we have the name is name parameter. ID is automatically incremented, but department ID is right there. So department ID is type of integer, and as begin insert into employee name, as well as the next one is department ID, and the value is name as well as at the rate of department ID. So just copy that and paste it here. Okay, and the value is like that, insert and execute it. So everything is fine for the insert employee. So make it again comment. The next one is create procedure update department. So begin update. So here we have uncommented create procedure, that is the update employee, and integer ID, that is the basis of the ID, but here we have a department ID is also mentioned. So at the rate department ID, that is type of integer, as begin update employee, set name comma, and at the rate department ID equals to, that is the department ID. So here we have department ID equals to at the rate of department ID. So here we have a name, and department ID is department ID, where ID is this. So this is the updated value. So execute it. And the next one is save this. And the next one is create a command, create procedure, get department, get employee. So I'll comment it, get employee as begin and start from employee. Okay, and here we have get employee. Okay, save this, comment this, and the next one is get department. So uncomment this, get employees. Okay, get single get by id, get by id employee, get by id employee, and integer id, integer select start from employee, where id is this id. Okay, so these are the stored procedures to create and get all the employees. Okay, if you want to get all the employees of a related department, so here we have just create a new procedure. So that create procedure. Procedure name is get department with employee. That is the procedure name. And you know that get department with the procedure name, that all the department, just I want to get it here. So there is a no parameter right there. So as begin, and here you can just select, and the department is the from, you can say that from the left part is the department. So just you can say that department that is actually existing in the student, there is student. So here we have a department is T. Okay, so just I want to join, that is the left join, just I want to use it here, left join, and with the employee, that is E of the employee E. So here we have, just I want to get d dot id and comma, and just you can say d dot name, and just I want to say that, and e dot id and e dot name. Okay, so here we have from department D, left join employee E. Uh, so here we have a D dot department ID. You can say just consider that as a department ID, that is the name, and the next one is D dot name. You can say consider is department name, and now the next one is consider at E dot ID, that is as employee name. Okay, and the next one e dot name as employee ID is right there, and e dot name as employee name. Okay, from the department D, left join, that is the left join with employee E. On is what? On is D dot ID is double equals to, you can say, E dot employee name, E dot department ID. There is equals to is the, it's not there, double equals to, it is equals to this, and last one is and. Okay, so this is the part of executions right here. So here we have a select dot d dot id as department id, d dot name as department name. So just get a department with the employees. So here we have a left join with the employee. So just all the data from the department table is getting, and related data of the employee table also get. Okay, so just you can use execute it. After that completion, you have to left join is applied on your department with employee. I want to get only one department employee, so just use here we have just save this, and you can just say it's a create procedure get department by ID with employee, department by ID with employee. Just I want to say that. So here we have just you can say uh, @ID, that is the type of integer as begin. Select d.id as a department ID, d.name as department name, e.id as department ID, and so here we have a get a department by ID with employee. Just I want to get it. Get all employee by a department ID. You can say so. Just get all employee. Get all employee by department ID. Just I want to get it here. So integer ID is the department ID. You can say as begin select. There is a no need right there. So okay. So make it here. That is comment and select. And this part is actually irreversible. Select star from employee where department ID is at the rate of ID. Okay, so nice, and end it. So get all employees by department ID. So execute it. So command is successfully executed. Now after that we will implement this in the query. So okay, get all employee. Okay, so now close this. Okay, so here we have a procedure name. You can say just I want to get it here. So just you can use get delete department. So the procedure name is written right there. So you can say underscore db, that is underscore con dot execute, and procedure name and the parameters command type is start procedure, like that. So every part of this thing you can just return it here. And so here we have a just I want to get a department by their name. So single department, just I want to get it, and con dot that is the query first and default. Okay, and here we have a department. Just I want to procedure name, parameters, command type, and this. So here we have just you can return. Okay, and here we have a enumerable data. So return and con dot execute, con dot query. It's not a first or default. Con dot query, only query with the department with processor name, department, command type, and this, and insert parameter that is void type. So just con dot execute. Okay, and here we have the procedure name, parameters, command type, and this update department. So here we have underscore con dot execute, parameter name, and like that. So here we have. So save this, and in the controller of the department, the same thing you can do with the employees. Okay, so here we have the employees part right there, department repo. So here we have employee repo, department. So first of all, create a controller right there. So here we have a departments controller, and the departments controller right there. So departments controller. Now you can see that here we have the procedure name is a deleted department. So a department is the procedure name is like that. That is the same. You can say that con dot execute and con dot execute is the same right here. for the update, delete, and insert department right there. So you can say that execute, it's a part of thing. So here we have a duplicate code right there. So count.execute with the same parameter, and here we have the same parameter with the delete. Okay, so if you want to delete DML department, just I want to write there. So enough in the I department service. So here we have a I department service, and just write that is the DML operation of the department. So DML department, and instead of this there is a no need. So only three things, that is the DML departments. So just change the name in the departments controller, department repo right there. So here we have that is insert department. So just write here DML department, and there is a no need of update. There is a no need of a delete at the department. So only three things is there, DML department. Save this, and you can say that it's correct. Now in the departments controller right there, so just use that service, that is I department. So private I department repo underscore department repo, and make it here just a generate constructor. And here we have just use a department, just I want to get all the departments. So where departments is a department repo dot get departments, and the name of the procedure, just I want to get it here from the SQL server. So here we have the all our procedures, that is programmatically, and initialize, that is stored procedures. So here we have the stored procedures. Wait for some times. Okay, so here we have the all our stored procedures, like delete employee, delete, get departments. There is all departments. So just the name is get departments. So here we have get departments, and in the null parameter, that is null command type dot stored procedure, system.data dot stored procedure is that right there. So just after that, just copy that and paste it here, and you know that, just save this. And okay, so the next one is http get, and here we have the get, and the next one is http post, and the next one is like that. So here we have department model state dot is valid. A department is actually existing in the models. So a department dot DML department insert department, the name of the parameter, insert student, insert employee, update, and insert department right there. So here we have insert departments, but here we have the dynamic parameters. The department name, just I want to take it here. So dynamic parameters, new dynamic parameters dot add department name is department name is the name property, just I want to edit here, dot name in the department name. So parameters is the value inside it here. Okay, and the stored procedure is the same. So department name is not a name, so just I want to take it here, name is the name property of your parameters. And you can see that here we have a insert department, and parameters is like that, it's a name. Okay, so just open that, and here we have a HTTP port request. So just I want to scaffold the departments. control all. That is the list of the departments right here. So here you can see the list of department and create new. And here we have ID is so just make it add right here. Okay, so everything is fine. Now just save this, and in the department control, just create a new department and razor view. And department is I just have to create it here. Class is department. Okay, add it. So here we have a department report of get departments, and you know that just I want to just there is a no need of the ID property right here, and create a new department. So with this and this value based in the departments controller right here, departments and directory yes, and parameters is there. Okay, you see this and so here you can see that here we have a department and unable to resolve the service types. So just open program.c file, stop this and add the new service. And service content scope, my department report. Yes, we have save this. After that, again and wait for some times. It will be done. So here we have a department. Okay, so ITCS and EL are already existing in the department in the database. So just create a new one, and MP is the department name. Just here we have the department list, and just I want to delete the operation. Just I want to follow it. So stop this first of all, and in the departments. So just create and edit the department. So let's department with employee and get department is the name. So here we have to get department. So parameters like this is the part and department is the post and update that. So here we have a so it is the name. ID and the name is the parameter name. Date department. So here we have the name of the department, update department. So here we have update department like that. We have direction. Index ID and the name in the parameters update department. Okay. So redirect to action is now just add a edit department and new razor view and template is added, and here we have this department. here you can say edit department right there, and here we just save this and type is hidden. Now save this. After save this, you can see, just you can run it again, and you can just go for the departments controller, and the next part is to do, that is edit part. So just there is a no need. So here we have HTTP get, and the next part is the delete part. So just you can use a dynamic parameter delete and get department by ID. So there is a no need of the department by ID. Just call a DML operation. DML department ID is the parameter name, and there is a no need of any getting value. And here we have just call an ID parameter, that is delete department, delete employee, delete this, delete get, and there is an update employee, insert department. Delete department is not delete student, and delete employee is there. Delete there is a no delete statement is right there, so there is a no need to implement right. So make it comment. If it is not, start procedure is right there. Now the next one is the student controller. So make a new students controller. Oops. And add a new students controller right there. That is, sorry, employees controller. And in the employees controller, just I want to get the employee service. Okay, so here we have a employee service repository, employee service, and in the next function is just get all the employees which is related to the departments. So here we have get all this controller and departments controller. So just I want to get HTTP get, and I want to get all the employees which is related to the departments. Okay, so public action result, and just I want to get all the employee, all department employee. So all employees with this related to the all departments, like that. Here we have, there is delete get all employee by department ID. There is get all employees, not get by ID employee, and get by ID. So get all employees by department ID is not issue, but get departments get by ID employee, not get department with employees. That is the name, and here we just written employees list as well as the department list. Okay. Now after that we will implement all the department with their all employees. So just I want to get it here, and here we have a all.css statement right there. So department ID and department name, employee ID and employee name, like that. Just I want to get it here. So save this, and just I want to return the result looking like that. If you want to add it here, so here's the result. So here we have a department, and just I want to get all the departments, but I want to get all the department right here. So here we have a department ID, department name, employee ID and employee name. So all their IDs and their departments, second IDs and their names of the employee, and respective their that is empty departments with the empty employee. Okay, so everything is fine. Now just go for the next part, that is just I want to get employees controller, and you can just move to the section. And if you want to get the whole code in ASP.NET Core, the one-to-many mapping, just purchase the membership and you will get the code freely. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video, and keep watching all other videos. If you want to get employees code also, just you get the membership only. Okay.